Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Impact Play, impacting more than just gaming. We are your weekly source for the latest news, updates, discussions, and at times have debates that revolve in and around the video games industry. You can be a part of the live show experience over at Twitch.tv / Impact Play, or later on YouTube, or even on your favorite podcast platform. Just simply search for the Impact Play. I'm your host, Mohammed, otherwise known as Itsiago. This is episode 81. We are wrapping up 2020 with our last and final episode of the year. Join us as we look back on the best moments of gaming of the year. So, without further ado, let's get into it. And please be sure to stay to join us until the end because we will be announcing the winner of our Super Mario Holiday Card Nintendo, courtesy of courtesy of Nintendo. Thank you, Nintendo, for the cards, for the holiday cards. So we will be announcing a winner at the end of the stream or at the end of the live broadcast. So, without further ado, before we get into the best gaming moments, we're going to take a look back at the best moments of the Impact Play. So, the first on the list is when we decided back in April to transform the podcast beyond just health and wellness and to focus on making an impact that bridges up beyond just the gaming space. We went through, I believe, 3 name changes since then, and here we are at the Impact Play. The second is Mixer's unexpected shutdown and our decision to begin streaming the show on Twitch. The third is when we brought our very first guest on the show, Hot 97's own hip hop gamer. And we had a very interesting conversation discussing the next generation of consoles. But unfortunately, the audio was lost and suddenly we were unable to recover it. So the episode was gone. But we did have a lengthy, enjoyable conversation with him. The fourth is when we took part of the International Podcast Day, and we were even featured on their website. And there's one moment I forgot to put in this. Give me a second, let me try to remember this. Oh yeah. When we launched our merch store, literally a couple days ago. So our merch store is now live. Simply type !merch in chat now, or go to merch.streamelements.com/impactplay to view what we have available. And we do have this limited holiday bundle, which includes a hoodie of either gray or navy, as you can see with the holiday print. And it includes a coffee mug as well. So this is just one of the many ways that you can support the show. So, let's move on to our favorite gaming moments of the year. Project xCloud exited beta and has become an integral part of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. And so has EA Play. Microsoft has made such tremendous partnerships with their tremendous subscription. Rocket League has gone free to play. Ubisoft has entered its brand new game into the Battle Royale genre and hyperspace, which I was one of the very first to test the game, and all thanks to Ubisoft for sending me the code. And then we also have Call of Duty Warzone, came out earlier this year, which is Treyarch's hat into that ring as well. And we also tested a variety of games on the show, including one from Tripwire Interactive's Man-Eater. We also got our brand new consoles later on in the year, the Xbox Series X and S, as well as both physical and digital versions of the PlayStation 5. Consoles weren't the only things that received an upgrade. PC gaming was sure not to be left behind. We've gotten the NVIDIA GTX 3000 series, as well as AMD's Big Navi graphic cards. We also got a feel of other companies entering the fray of cloud gaming. We have Google Stadia, which unfortunately has a very bumpy start, but we'll see what 2021 has in store for us, including Amazon's Luna, Microsoft's $7.5 billion acquisition, and unforeseen by anybody in the industry, of Bethesda's parent company, ZeniMax. And let's not forget Cyberpunk 2077's numerous delays, and even the staggered state that it was left in and even released in, unfortunately. We have Animal Crossing New Horizons came out at a very important time and right before the COVID-19 became much more rampant, and it turned out to be one of the best selling games of the year. I myself purchased, I believe, 5 or 6 copies as well for my nephews and nieces. And now we have the last and final gaming. Our well, it is a gaming moment, but the final, which we saved the best for last, is just when I went back to my roots, the Yu-Gi-Oh trading card game. As you can see, I'm wearing a deck card case, and I built my deck that I've been wanting to build for months, and I finally got back into the game, and now I have this on me at all times. And now it's not only the card game. I went back into the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise as well, so I'm rewatching the anime as we speak. And that's where, and fun fact, for those of you who aren't aware, that's where I got my name Itsuyagu from, and I took inspiration from the Yu-Gi-Oh. So I guess we'll move on to our game of the year segment. My personal favorite, if you've been paying attention to our live streams, our live broadcast, is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Despite its fair share of bugs, and the game crashed on me once, but regardless of the fact, I've still enjoyed every moment exploring its vast world, the assassinations, and let's not forget my favorite moment of the game, the panoramic view that follows every synchronization. Just the assassinations are good, I'm not gonna lie. The mechanics are okay, but nothing compares to the as soon as you go to those synchronization points, those fast travel marks in the game, you climb up, you synchronized, and then especially the music goes hand in hand with the view that you see. It's beyond great. It's like the like whenever no matter what I'm doing, whenever I see that view, I get so excited. Like it's really something. It's really amazing. It's tremendous. And there are a couple of games that I'm definitely keeping my eye on, including Cyberpunk 2077. But once the majority of bugs have been resolved, of course, but I'm still keeping my eye on that game nonetheless. And we also have a few games that I want to test out, but I'm trying to finish Assassin's Creed Valhalla in the meantime before I touch those games. So we have Call of Duty Cold War. I still haven't touched that game. Spider-Man Miles Morales and Spider-Man Remastered. But we still have other games as well that is in our backlog. Like for instance, Destiny. I haven't been in that game in a while. But as soon as I finish the majority of these games, I'll be hopping into that as well. And Fortnite, I'm glad that I've been back into it, back into the fray, because my favorite season of the year was last season, the Marvel themed season, which is like honestly it was my favorite season because I am a huge Marvel fan. But sadly, I did not. I wasn't invested in the season as I should have been. But this season will change. So I'm on, I believe, level 15, 16, if I'm not mistaken, as a battle pass. And I will be playing a lot more later on. So as we end the stream, I will be I will continuing my playthrough, of course, on the Impact Plays Twitch channel. So be sure you're following us. Be sure to hit the notification bell, so you will be notified whenever we do go live with our gameplays. So be sure you're a part of that. And honestly, I think that's it. There are mobile games that I've been getting back into. Like for instance, I'm back into Yu-Gi-Oh! So of course I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. I've been playing a little more of Pokemon Go, even though I've strayed from that game as well. Genshin Impact, I played that a couple of times. And one of the Final Fantasy games, I forgot what it was. Let me see if I can pull it up on my other phone. I know mobile gaming is huge as well, especially with xCloud. And I've played Minecraft Dungeons a couple of times on again on xCloud as well, and it's been going. It's been great. And let's see, gaming. Among Us, I played that a couple of times. Let's see, Call of Duty Mobile. We've been on and off with that game. And what's this thing called? WATV, Final Fantasy Brave Equinox, if I'm not mistaken. And that game is nice as well. Like the way that mobile game is set up. And let's think. Did I leave anything out? Not really. But, of course, before we end the stream, like I said, we're gonna announce the winner of this Super Mario Holiday Card bundle, courtesy of Nintendo. This is just one of the many. I'm sorry. This is just one of the many ways that I'm giving back to you guys for helping us to where we are today. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the podcast. The podcast wouldn't even have begun if it wasn't for two integral parts of the podcast. The first one is Gary V. Oh, a big shout out to Gary V. I've been wanting to do this for months, but I've just been putting it on the back burner for no reason at all. It wasn't just I needed the best equipment or the perfect setup. I just didn't know what it was. But constantly listening to Gary V's podcast pushed me to get this out to you guys back in November of last year. I started off with positivity, with positive takes, and then we slowly started to branch out into gaming, and until gaming was an integral part as well. And another big shout out to Gamer Tag Radio, constantly listening to them, to those three, Peter, Danny, and even Pete. They've been so respectful and critical at the same time, discussing games, discussing gaming news in the industry and so on. But a big shout out to them because they gave the podcast direction to where we wanted to take this. They're the reason why we branched out into the gaming field. So thank you guys so much for Gary V, and a huge shout out to Gamertag Radio as well. This is not the first shout out I've given them, but we are so grateful for those two. And I guess we'll announce the winner of the holiday raffle. Let's see how do we announce the winner. Let's go to Stream Elements and see from there. We log in. Let's see. More bot loyalty giveaways. Okay. Close giveaway. Draw a winner. Okay. Our winner is LEOMF20. So please send us a DM and let me see something. Something kind of messed up here. Let me see something. How do I move? And hold on, give me a second. Let me see something. Why was the podcast supportive? I think it was when I was testing it. That's why. Nope, not what I want. Okay, so LEOMF20, please reach out to us. We'll try reaching out to you. We'll send you a whisper for details of how to claim your giveaway, your win. So I guess that's gonna cut it for 2020, folks. Yeah, that's gonna cut it. So, reader mail. If you want to send us reader mail, here's how. We want to know your feedback, your thoughts, and even any questions that you have for us by sending us reader mail on our Discord server, leaving a voice note over at anchor.fm/THEIMPACTPLAY, or later by sending us an email to readermail@impactplay.com. Who knows? It may even be featured on a future episode or even our special reader mail segment of the show. So that's it for 2020, folks. Thank you guys so much for making the Impact Play an integral part of your year. If you wish to join our community server on Discord, be sure to enter !Discord in chat now. We are trying to reach affiliate status and we're trying to unlock subscriptions on Twitch, and we need your help, and we cannot do this without you. Share the channel with your friends, your family, even anyone who believe would benefit from the show. Leave us a review, even just a rating on your favorite platform. Have a great one, folks. Have a great year. We were grateful for each and every one of you. You guys have made us to where we are today. We have such tremendous plans for 2021. We're going to bring even more guests on the show from people throughout the industry. And you guys have made this possible. So thank you guys so much. Again, we're grateful for every single one of you. Have a great year, folks. And until next time, see you all next time around. This is Yagu signing off.